OK, Stephen. You know what I'm going to say to you now, don't you?
The objective on producing reports?
How did you guess? It was pretty important that it didn't happen, did it?
Could you just repeat that?
Oh, sorry. It was pretty important and it didn't happen.
In fairness, Holly, I don't think you can say that was all my fault.
Well, completing that report was one of the objectives, Stephen.
Yeah.
So, tell me what went wrong.
Just bad timing, I guess. I wanted information from the constituency teams, and they didn't all get back to me. I think that was probably because some were in the middle of restructuring. So I put a report together based on the ones that did respond. It'll be done in time for next month's management team meeting, I promise.
I appreciate the difficulties, but whether or not they were restructuring, our service was still running, and we needed that report 2 months ago. Remember, we needed to reduce the time wasted on collating different versions of information from the team. That impacts on our improved performance levels.
Yeah, but what could I do?
Well, let's think about what you could have done. Did you emphasise how important that information was?
Of course I did. I phoned people, and I sent loads of emails. I even went out to see some of them, but they just ignored me.
When you realised you were having problems, didn't it occur to you to come to me?
That's what I'm doing now. Anyway, you said I should take responsibility for my own performance, and this is part of it, surely. And if I had asked you for help, you wouldn't have given me any.
Well, it's certainly too late for me to do anything about it now, isn't it? You see, part of this objective was to make you more aware of how the other departments do things.
And I have become more aware. Just not in the way I originally planned.
So what you're saying is, you did your best to meet your objective, but external circumstances got in the way?
Yes, that's right, they did.
Well, I can see your point. But taking responsibility for your own performance includes problem solving, and that sometimes includes shouting for help when there are delays or you get stuck. I don't understand why you didn't talk to me during one of our regular meetings. I could have helped maybe find a way around those obstacles, maybe by going with you to visit some of the areas that weren't cooperating, or even revising that particular objective.
OK, I get the point. But you didn't ask me if I was coping, did you?
That's a fair point. So maybe we both need to learn something from this. All right, let's have a think. What we probably should have done last year was set a few milestones so we could check that we were on track. For example, we should have set a date for checking that all the information was in, and then another one for a draft report. Now, that didn't happen, and that's partly down to me. So we'll ensure that we do exactly that this year, monitoring progress and making adjustments if we need to. I suggest we look at the progress of your objectives at alternate meetings.
Absolutely.
Anyway, for now, let's see if we can revisit this objective by getting that information in and make sure we set clearer objectives for the next year. Let's make sure they're really smart. We could have a look at the behaviour profile for your role to see if there's anything there that could help us. And I suggest we make sure we monitor your progress at our regular meetings. Agreed?